Shaka Shri Vishakha Anvitamsha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopi Gakanta Radha Kanta Namastude Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishbhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpataru Vascha Kripa Sindhu Behevacha Patita Nam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Nurma Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivash Adi Gaura Bhakturin Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Mangalaya cha lokanam, kshemaya cha bhavaya cha, aste yadu kulam bodha, adyahu anant sakhapurman. Yad bahu dandaguptayam, swapuryam, yadavo rachitaha kridanti paramanandam mahapurushika iva. So this, as we are discussing, this is chapter 14, and here Yudhishthira Maharaj is glorifying Krishna. So in this verse, Yudhishthira Maharaj is actually glorifying all the residents of Dwarka and the city of Dwarka. The Dwarka where Lord Krishna and Balram, that is their eternal resident. So Lord Krishna, he appeared in Mathura, as we know, like on the day of Janmashtami. So the day Lord appeared, and after that he got transferred to Nanda Maharaj house immediately on the same night, and then he stayed in Nanda Maharaj house for about 11 years, maybe around something like that. And then from there he came back to Mathura, and there he stayed about 17-18 years. And then because Jarasandha was creating a lot of issues, a lot of problems for the city of Mathura, he was attacking every year with lot of soldiers. But Krishna was defeating him again and again. But again, because he was creating problem like every year, so Lord Krishna and Balram thought, like, let's take all the residents of Mathura and create a new place called Dwarka. So in the western side of India, we see like there is Lord transferred within one night. He transferred all the residents of Mathura to Dwarka, and that city of Dwarka was in the middle of the ocean. So that city was created personally by the Lord Krishna for his own residence. So here, this Dwarka is basically glorified as spiritual world. In this particular verse, we see that Dwarka is being glorified as a spiritual world, and all the residents of Dwarka, they are being compared as the residents of Vaikuntha Loka. Actually, they are more than Vaikuntha Loka, but here they are like Yudhishthira Maharaj comparing as a Vaikuntha Loka. So Vaikuntha, as we know, is basically two words, Vai and Kuntha. So Kuntha means misery and Vai means without. So Vaikuntha Loka is the place where there is no miseries. We have in this material world, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Janam Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Dukha Doshanu Darshanam. And like here in this material world, we have Janma, means birth, old age, disease, and death. These are the four major problems in the material world here. And also we have Adhyatmik, Adidevik, Adibhautik. Means the misery is created by the body and mind. The misery is created by the other living entities. And the misery is created by the heavenly, the demigods. So these are like various problems in this material world. Bhagavad Gita compares like this material world is like places of misery. Dukhalyam. Dukhalyam Ashashvatam. This place, this material world is created by the Lord, and this material world is labeled as Dukhalyam Ashashvatam. It is temporary and it is full of miseries. Some people might not accept that. There are many people here who are in this material world, they are suffering, but they don't accept that as a suffering. they consider this as a part of life. They say, oh, it's okay. Like it's very hard for people to accept that there's a problem in this world. Many people are very happy, but again, Krishna is saying, uh, you people might be happy for some period of time, because ultimately this place is temporary, ashashvatam. So here in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna again explains in second chapter, Matra sparshastu konteya, shitoshnu dukkadha, agam apainu nitya, tam titaksha bharataha. So here, like Krishna explained to Arjuna, is that they here the happiness and distress, the happiness and distress in this material world comes as a season. Like we see where here we have right now we are in the season, fall season. So fall is going to be over, like December 22nd. Then we are going to start winter. Then for winter is good season for the kids. They want to enjoy the snow. But for the people who are little elderly, for them it's a very big problem. This is so much pain, especially people who have houses. They have to clean snow, shovel. So much winter is a problem, And then we are going to have spring. Then we are going to have summer. Then we are again going to fall. So seasons are keep changing, and they are coming in a cycle. Similarly, Krishna is explaining the happiness and distress also comes like this. Nothing is permanent in this world. Everything is keep changing. So happiness will come, stay for some time, then distress will come. Stay for some time, then happiness will come. Like that. It's like a season. Sometimes it seems like it might be a little longer. For some people, distress is a little longer and it's not going. For some people, happiness is a little longer. But again, point is that ultimately everything will going to come to end. Nothing will be here permanently. And Krishna is explaining to Arjuna that we should tolerate both of them, happiness as well as distress. Distress definitely, somebody might say that, well, yes, when we have problem, we should tolerate. But why Krishna is saying to tolerate happiness also? Because Krishna is explaining that happiness is also temporary. Some people become overjoyed. Okay, we are very happy. But to warn all of them, Krishna is saying it's temporary. It's not going to stay here. But here in this verse, like here, Yudhishthira Maharaj explaining a place where there is no misery means eternal happiness. That is what we are looking for. As a living entity, as a spirit soul, we are all happy living entity. Krishna explained Bhagavad Gita, Mame Vamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. We are all part and parcel of Krishna. So by nature, we are Satchidanand. We are full of eternity, full of bliss, full of knowledge. We are by nature like that. But because we are in this material world, because of our false ego, we are misidentifying ourselves with the body. This body is completely opposite to Satchidanand. This is Achit, Niranand, and Asat. So this is Asat, Achit, Niranand. Means it is temporary, it is full of ignorance and full of miseries, full of problems. So, but we, the living entity, after coming to this material world, we are identifying ourselves with this body. That is why we are suffering. Our cause of suffering is because we are identifying ourselves with the body. So in this material world, we have all this problem, but in the spiritual world, there is no cause of miseries. There we have spiritual bodies. Spiritual body means full of eternity, full of bliss, full of knowledge. So here, if we see Srila Prabhupada's purport, Srila Prabhupada explained that as we have discussed many times, the personality of God at Vishnu resides in each and every universe in two capacities, namely as Garbhodakshay Vishnu and Kshirodakshay Vishnu. So this, if you see, from the body of Mahavishnu, there are innumerable planets comes out. Yaseka Nishvashit Kala Mathavalambya, Jivanti Lom Vileja Jagadandanatha, Vishnur Mahansa Yasya Kala Vishesho Govinda Madipusham Tammajan. Brahma Samhita explains that from the body of Lord Mahavishnu, when he breathed out, innumerable universes comes out. And when he breathe in, all those universes goes back into his body. So the lifespan of this universe, or the lifespan of Brahma, is just one breath of Lord Vishnu, which is Mahavishnu, who is Karanodakshaya Vishnu. He lies down in a causal ocean, which is the part of the spiritual world. So when the universes comes out, in each and every universe, to maintain that universe, to support that universe, Lord Mahavishnu personally incarnates, expands himself into another Vishnu form called Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. So he enters into each and every universe as a Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, and then he fills that universe, half of that universe, with the water called Garbhodaka ocean. And then he lies down there to support the universe and to maintain that universe. And from the navel of that Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, one lotus comes out, and on the top of that lotus, Lord Brahma appears. And then Lord Brahma get all the instruction from Lord Krishna, and then to maintain each and every universe, like Lord Garbhodakshaya Vishnu again expands himself at Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. Kshirodakshaya Vishnu has a special planet called Shweta Dvipa. In this universe, there are, as Prabhupada mentioned in the purport, the Kshirodakshaya Vishnu has his own planet on the top of the universe. That is called local Vaikuntha planet. So that is a local Vaikuntha. See, right? There's a Vaikuntha planets outside this universe. Outside this material world, there's a huge spiritual sky. In that spiritual sky, there are innumerable Vaikuntha planets are there. That is the Vaikuntha planets. But in each and every universe, there's a local copy of the Vaikuntha planet. As we say, like for example, like we are in this country, we are here in United States. But if you go to another country, for example, you go to India, and there is an embassy in Delhi. If you go, there's a place called Chanakyapuri. There is a Delhi. In Delhi, there is an embassy for United States. In that embassy, inside that embassy, you will find the environment like what you find in United States, right? So that is a a embassy where all things that what is there in the US, you can find over there. Most of the things, right? The rules and all those things. So this is a local copy, right? So here, like in the material world, is same thing. We can see that there's a local Vaikuntha planets where Lord Kshirodakshaya Vishnu resides, and that planet is in the milk of ocean. Ocean of milk, sorry. Ocean of milk. So in that ocean of milk, this is a Shweta Deepa where Lord Kshirodakshaya Vishnu resides, and there he lies down on the bed, which is Anantaha, a incarnation of Lord Balaram. So that's why Prabhupada say there is a great ocean of milk where Lord resides on the bed of Ananta, incarnation of Balaram. You might have seen the picture, like Lord is like lying down on Ananta Shesha, and Lakshmi Devi is massaging the feet. That is the Kshirodakshaya Vishnu picture. Thus, Maharaj Yudhishthira has compared Yadu. So now Maharaj Yudhishthira is comparing this Vaikuntha planet as same as this Dwarka city. So he's compared Yadu dynasty to the ocean of milk, and Sri Balram to Ananta, and where Lord Krishna resides. He has compared the citizen of Dwarka to the liberated inhabitants of Vaikuntha Lokas. So in each and every Vaikuntha Loka, there are devotees who are serving Krishna and Balram, right? So all these devotees, they are inhabitants of Vaikuntha Loka, and they are free from all miseries, as we discussed, like 4 types of miseries, and like 3 types of miseries and 4 types of problems. They are free from that. And here Prabhupada said, beyond the material sky, further than that, we can see with our eyes, and beyond 7-fold covering of the universe. So our universe is covered by 7 layers: earth, fire, air, ether, water, false ego, intelligence. There are 7 coverings are there. And beyond the seven covering, there is a causal ocean in which all universes are floating like footballs. Here, football is soccer actually. Like American football is different size. It's like it's a round shape. What Prabha say? It's floating like footballs or a ball. And beyond the causal ocean, there is an unlimited span of spiritual sky. So causal ocean is where Lord Mahavishnu, Kanodakshay Vishnu resides, and beyond that is a spiritual sky, generally known as effulgence of Brahman. So beyond causal ocean, there is a brightness everywhere, and that brightness is coming from the body of Lord Krishna. Body of Lord Krishna. Within this effulgence, there are innumerable spiritual planets, and they are known as Vaikuntha planets. These are the, as I say, like the main Vaikuntha planets in the spiritual sky. And each and every Vaikuntha planet is as many times bigger than the biggest universe of the material world. So in material world, we see the innumerable universes are there, but the Vaikuntha planets are more bigger than the universe. It is mentioned in our Shastra that, the material world is 1/4 of the creation, while the spiritual world is 3/4 of the creation. So what we see in the material world is just 1/4. What we see in the spiritual world is 3/4. It's just it's not exact like that, but it's just to give you a understanding that how big the spiritual world is. Like 3 times bigger than like what we have in the material world. And in each of them, there are innumerable inhabitants who look exactly like Lord Vishnu. So in Vaikuntha planets, all the inhabitants, they are like they have that eternal spiritual body, and most of them are like 4 arms form. They carry like chakra, like a club, this conch shell and the flower. So they have like exactly same figure. Only few things are different. If we see like on the body of Lord Vishnu, there is a on the chest of Lord Vishnu, there is a mark of what we call Lakshmi Devi. Lakshmi Devi is like Srivatsa. Srivatsa, there is a sign of Srivatsa on the left chest of Lord Vishnu. That is only on Lord Vishnu, not on the inhabitants. The other thing that is different is Lord Vishnu wear Kaustuba jewel. Other inhabitants of Vaikuntha Loka, they do not wear Kaustuba jewel. That is another difference. And one more difference is that on the chest of Lord Vishnu, there's a mark of Bhrigu Muni's feet, which is not there in the other resident. But other than that, they are all same. They exactly look like same. They are. It's very hard to find difference between Lord Vishnu and the inhabitants there. So that's why Purpa say who look exactly like what Lord Vishnu. Only minor differences are there, but they are exactly like Lord Vishnu. They're beautiful, well built. All the like they are wearing garland and everything is like so nice there. And these inhabitants are known as Mahaparushikaha, persons directly engaged in the service of the Lord. So Srila Prabhupada says Mahaparushika means people who are directly worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So it means like devotees who are serving the Lord directly, they are called Mahaparushika. Right? So Srila Prabhupada says that, like when we are when we are wearing tilak, putting kanthimala and wearing nice dhoti and kurta, nice clean, and so we are coming from Vaikuntha planet. We are like the residents of Vaikuntha planets. So this is the dress they wear. In Vaikuntha, nobody wear jeans, tops. That is not how they are all wear dhotis, kurtas, saris, and all those kind of stuff. So and they are very happy in those planets and are without any kind of misery. So that we discuss, right? And they live perpetually in full youthlessness. There is no old age. There is no disease. They are enjoying full youthness. Like youth means like as soon as they come at the age of 16, like sweet 16, like that. So that is youth. So they are in full youthfulness and enjoying life in full bliss and knowledge. As I say, Satchidanand, full of eternity, full of bliss, full of knowledge, without fear of these 4 things: birth, old age, disease, and death. These 4 things are completely absent. And without the influence of Kala. Because in the material world here, We have influence of time, because time gives birth, time kills us, all of us. So time makes us old. So this is a time which is basically having an influence on us. But in the spiritual world, there is no influence of Kala, time. So this Maharaj Yudhishthira is comparing this material world, this Dwarka to Mahapaurishika, like Dwarka to Mahapaurishika of Vaikuntha Loka. So people who are living in Dwarka, they are so fortunate that they are being protected by Lord Krishna and Balram. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says in 9:22, 9:22, Krishna says that anyone who worship me with full love and devotion, just surrender unto me, I will protect what they have, and I will provide what they need. So in that also, yoga kshema vahamyam. Krishna says yoga kshema vahamyam. There the word kshemai comes. Here the word, we see there is a word called kshemai, protection, and yoga means providing. So yoga kshema vahamyam. So Krishna is ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paripasate tesham nitya viktanam yoga kshema vahamyam. So there Krishna says that anyone who worship me with exclusive love and devotion, I will protect what they have, and I will provide what they need. So this is same thing what Krishna is saying, like Krishna and Balram doing in Dwarka. If we see further, like in Srimad Bhagavatam, in 10th canto, there are pastimes where Krishna and Balram protected Dwarka, and all the inhabitants of Dwarka, they were feeling very happy under the protection of Krishna and Balram. And one time we see like Lord Krishna actually brought Parijata tree from Vaikuntha Loka, by defeating Indra. So that is very difficult for any people on this earth planet to get it. But Dwarka was even more more opulent than Swargaloka. Here is like Yudhishthira is comparing with the Vaikuntha Loka. So all the inhabitants here in Dwarka, they are like same as people living in Vaikuntha Loka. They are so happy with the Lord. So in Bhagavad Gita, Srila Prabhupada said there are many references. So I'll quote what Prabhupada says there. So there is one reference here, Bhagavad Gita, in 15.6. Krishna says that na tad bhashate shuryo na shashanko na pavka yad gatva nivartante tad dhamam paramam mama. So there's a description of, at Prabhupada says in this verse, there are many references to Vaikuntha Lokas, and they are compared there as Madhama, or the kingdom of the Lord. There is one reference here I'm just sharing with you. Na tad bhashate shuryo na shashanko na pavka yad gatva nivartante tad dhama paramam mama. Krishna is saying that supreme abode of mine is not illuminated by sun or moon, nor by fire, nor electricity. Those who reach this it never return to this material world. So in the spiritual world, there is no need of sun. In the material world, if the sun doesn't rise in the morning, if you don't have sun, then there is a complete absence of light and heat. It's impossible to survive without the sun. And also moon. Moon actually give nourishment. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that I provide juice, rasa, by moon. Right? In 15th chapter, you will see like in 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, like Purushottam Yoga, Krishna explains that I am the moon and I'm providing nourishment, the juice for all vegetables and all for all the things for in this material world. And also other source of light is fire and electricity. So they are all basically provided by Lord in this material world to give light to all of us. But in spiritual world, none of these things are required. None of these things are required because there is no question of darkness there. They're everywhere, every nook and corner of the spiritual world is enlightened by the Brahman effulgence, the body rays coming out from the body of Lord Krishna, spread everywhere in the whole spiritual sky. So there is no need of sun, there is no need of moon, no need of electricity, no need of fire. It's all basic, all effulgent, all brightness there. Tamsoma Jyotirgamya. In Vedas, we have this aphorism like Tamsoma Jyotirgamya, means we have to go from the darkness to the light. Right? So this material world is considered as tamaha, or the darkness. The spiritual world is considered as brightness or the light. That's why Krishna says here, those who go there will never return back to the material world. This is andhakar. This tama is the material world. And once we go to the spiritual world, then we will not come back again back to this material world. That's one thing. And this is another reference I will share with you. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Parastasmatu bhavanyu vektu vekta sanatana yasa sarveshu bhuteshu nasya shuna vinashyati. So there is Krishna saying that yet there is another unmanifest nature which is eternal and transcendental to this manifested and unmanifested matter. It is supreme and is never annihilated. When all in this world is annihilated, that part remain as is. So means this material world has a cycle, as I say. There is a creation, there is a maintenance, and there is a destruction. Sthiti, creation is Srishti. Srishti, Sthiti, Pralaya. Srishti means creation, Sthiti means maintenance, and Pralaya means destruction. But beyond these three things, there is another place which is eternal and transcendental to this manifest and unmanifest matter. Here we see sometime material world manifest, stays for some period of time, then disappears. Then again it's manifest, stays for some time, disappear. So this cycle is going on. But in the spiritual world, there is no creation, no destruction, and permanent things remain as is, and it's never annihilated. So that world, that spiritual world, there is no destruction. That world is basically where Lord Krishna resides. These are the few references. Coming back to the verse. So let me stop here. Like time is up now. Any questions, any comments, or anything anyone would like to share at this point of time?
Yes, Prabhu. I'm just wondering, you're talking about different about Vishnu's about. Can you please explain a little bit more about Lord Narayan? How is it connected?
How Lord Narayan is connected?
Yeah.
See, Narayan means like Narayan word is basically is given to Vishnu forms. And Lord Narayan, like if we see in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it mentioned that Lord Narayan specifically is a special expansion of Lord Sankarsana in the Vaikuntha Loka. And then from Lord Narayan, Chaturvya, the second Chaturvya appeared, like Vasudev, Sankarsana, Pradyumna, Narud. And then from that Sankarsana, second Sankarsana, these three Vishnu forms appeared. So Narayan means who has staying in where all the living entities are staying in his body. That's also called Narayan. So Narayan is a name of Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna. So I don't know. Do you need anything specific information in which which like whether it's in Vaikuntha or whether it's material world? Is there any question like this, or do you just want like information what Narayan form is actually? Narayan form is actually form of Vishnu form.
It's from Vishnu. So after Krishna, it's just the Lord Narayan. From Narayan, all the Shuddha Kasai Vishnu and Garbhoddha Kasai Vishnu and.
Yeah. Okay. So you want to see that? Let me share one thing then. That I have a chart that can explain actually. So let me grab this chart. I'll show you. Do you see my screen, Margaret?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is called Goloka chart. So it has all the expansions of Lord Krishna. So we see from Lord Krishna, there is a first expansion is Balaram, and from Balaram we have expansions like these are all from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Laghu Bhagavatamrita, So those details are there. So from Lord Balram, we have this first Chaturviya forms. We have Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Anirudh. And from there, we have from this Sankarshana, which is the Mula Sankarshana. From there, we have the form of Lord Narayan in the Vaikuntha Loka.
Okay.
And then from Lord Narayan, these like 24 forms. It's mentioned in the, I think, Madhya Leela chapter 22nd, where I think maybe 22nd or 23rd, where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explain all these expansions. There are 24, like from Dvitya Chaturviya, 24 expansions of Lord Vishnu. And then these three Vishnu forms are here in the material world. They are basically like, for, as I mentioned, Karnodakshay Vishnu, who is the like Paramatma for the material creation, then Garbhodakshay Vishnu, and then Kshirodakshay Vishnu. So Lord Narayan is basically like mentioned here, but Narayan means like we're all the Nara Samhu. Like Nara Samhu means all the living entity also. Lord Vishnu is also called Narayan. Names are given there. So does this explain you?
Thank you for this shot. It's really, yeah. I would just this is Vaikuntha, and you said Bomaro Narayan and all his expansion. But this free Vishnu is for this material world.
Yes.
Yeah.
This Karnodakshay Vishnu is in the causal ocean, which is a part of which is a borderline of spiritual one and material one. So here, like Garbhodakshay Vishnu and Kshirodakshay Vishnu, they are in the material world. Kshirodakshay Vishnu, Karnodakshay Vishnu on the border here, and above that this Brahma Jyoti, as Prabhupada mentioned. Above then this Karnodakshay Vishnu, above this Karna ocean, there is a this spiritual world where all the Vaikuntha planets are there.
Thank you, Prabhu, for making it more. Yeah,
Sure,
there's some pradayas that they just chant the Lord of Narayan, Om Narayana, Om Narayana. So even in Kali Yoga. So what will you sing about it?
I didn't get what you're saying. Somebody chanting Lord Narayan names?
Yeah, Lord, like the Ramanuja, they sing the Om Narayana Namah, that's the mantras they do.
Well, even some mantras we also chant, like Lord Narayan name is like Lord Krishna's name. All the names are basically coming from Krishna. So that name is also basically Krishna's name, Narayan, Vishnu, they are all belong to Krishna. But yeah, definitely our main mantra is Hare Krishna mantra. But again, like their main mantra may be like more different than, I don't know about they some maybe chant Vasudev or Narayan or Vishnu. But ultimately they are all as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Namanam Akari Bahudha Nija Sarva Shakti Tatra Arpita Nimata Smrinankar. All names of Vishnu, all names of Krishna, they are all powerful. So all those names are powerful. So depend upon that. But for us, because we are follower of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so we chant Hare Krishna mantra. All right. Anyone else have any other question or comment?
Prabhu, we say Narayanaya Vidmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanna Vishnu Prachodhyat. So, is there any special?
Which mantra, Mataji?
Narayanaya Vidmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanna Vishnu Prachodhyat Mahadevye Cha Dhimahe Vishnu Patni Cha Dhimahi Tanna Lakshmi Prachodhyat. Usually say that.
Okay. I never heard that mantra. So, but there are many mantras. See, they are all Vedic mantras, I guess, as far as I know. Yes, Mataji?
That's very.
So all Vedic mantras are good, as long as they are basically like authorized mantras.
And when you say Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Asatoma
Sadgamya.
Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amrutangamaya.
Yes.
So Asatoma Sadgamaya, that's tell me the meaning for that.
Astoma Sadgamya means Asat means this material world.
Mm-hmm.
Sat means like as we say spiritual world, or we should go from temporary to eternity. We are like astoma means like we are in a temporary stage, and we have to go to the eternity where we get eternal blissful life. So this material body is temporary, as you know, like it won't stay for long. So right now we are in the material world, stuck into the material body. So we should work, we should effort, we should do bhakti to come out from this stage of temporary material body, and we should try to go back to a place where is permanent happiness. So permanent is astoma sadgamya. Means
Yeah.
go to the place where there is a permanency. People want, come to here, want green card, like or citizenship. They want to stay here, don't want to stay temporary here. People who are on visas and all, they feel so much problem here. Many people who come here, they can see that pain. So everyone want like permanence in life. Nobody want to live like temporary. Yeah? So that's why we should always
Like we come from India to America. We
Yeah, many
think,
people comes like that. Yes.
but everything is same. Like not that we didn't find anything special than what we are getting there also, but some difficulties are there, some difficulties are here too.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Sure,
Nice.
thank you. All right.
The
So
the chart is very good, Prabhu. How can we get that? Where you made
I'll text you, Mataji. I'll send you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. Anyone else have any other question or comment before we end? All right. So thank you very much all for joining today. So we can
Thank you
stop
very
here and have a nice, wonderful Krishna conscious day. So thank you very much.
Mancha-
Vanchakalpatarubhascha कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, श्रील गुरुपाद की जय।
Thank you, Prabhu.
हरे कृष्ण।